Wish I would have got that on camera. She wishes she had some nuts, guys. What to do with that? What up, YouTube? Headed to the gym. Hamstring day with the old lady, the old ball and chain, the old side piece, the old doesn't want to go to the gym today girl.
I'm just sleepy.
We have hamstring and glutes. We also have 30 minutes of Stairmaster. So actually, no, Nikki, we cannot do cardio outside today. I forgot. Yeah, it's a bummer. This morning we practiced some posing. We're getting there. Nikki did some assessment, some posing assessment. She's my secondary posing coach. She is a professional dancer, so she knows how to look at bodies and say, hey, you look awkward, or hey, do this instead. So she's a good help. I'm not sure if I've done an update yet on changes since my check-in on Sunday. I don't think I have, because today's Tuesday. Changes for my diet, zero changes. Everything's going well. We're still dropping weight, so we're gonna leave it as is. I think we're slightly ahead of the game, so he said we're just gonna leave it as is because we're continuing to drop. So until that stops, we'll just leave it. The only thing we did change was we added in 1 day of fasted cardio. So instead of 3 days of fasted cardio a week, we're now doing 4. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday are my fasted cardio days. 30 minutes of cardio on my workout days after the workouts as well, and that's 5 days a week, so 9 total cardio sessions a week. Other than that, diet hasn't changed for our glute and ham workout today. Might do it a little bit like we did last week. Switch it up a tiny bit and do our, I think, either a seated hamstring curl or maybe a standing single leg hamstring curl, or maybe both. And then we'll finish up with our abduction. Usually we do stiff leg deadlifts. I'm not sure if I'm going to do those today or not. That'll be a game time decision in there. But we'll find out. I switched it up a little bit last week. I might switch it up this week again. I went a tiny bit lighter on them last week because I was feeling pretty dead, and I didn't want to go super heavy on them. So I did a little bit lighter, and then I added in some extra sets of hamstring machines. So it might be what I do today. I'm not sure. We'll see. Other than that, that's it. So I will see you guys in there. Alright, YouTube, so I wanted to do a voiceover on this one because I did things a little bit different today. We started out with this standing single leg curl machine. Really nice machine. I really like it. Focused on not going too heavy today, but really focusing on letting that hamstring get fully stretched in the downward position and then really squeezing through that contraction. If you notice with a lot of my movements, I don't really bust through the movements. I try to control the eccentric down. Sometimes I might do a quick concentric and squeeze up, but usually the entire motion is controlled with at least a 2-second downward eccentric, if not 3 or 4 seconds, and sometimes a pause at the bottom. I'm gonna wait just a little second because in this next clip is really the clip that I want to explain a little bit and why I'm doing it. I skipped stiff leg stiff leg deadlifts today with the dumbbells. Again, wasn't feeling these super heavy weights today, was more feeling contraction and stimulus through contraction today, so I skipped those, and instead I did a hyperextension machine, but I did 2 different types. So we're about to start that up here, and I'll go into it. So this first type, for some who don't know, the movement might look a little weird. This is to really focus on driving stimulus and contraction through the glutes. So what you do is you try to almost over around the thoracic spine. So see how I got that fully rounded. I got my arms forward, pushing my scapula forward. What that does is it stretches out the back muscles and the spinal erectors and almost takes them out of the equation, so that your glute muscles do the majority of the work. So what I've done there is I pre-exhausted those glute muscles, and then I went into a different type of hyperextension. So now with the straight back, I'm driving more through the hamstrings, and you honestly feel a little bit more at the proximal connection of the hamstrings, where they connect into the hip and the pelvis, and into that glute tie-in. So I pre-exhaust with the glute, take out with that pre-exhaustion of the glute, it takes out the glutes when you go into the hamstring portion of this, because the glute's already tired. So then you can feel that hamstring a little bit better, which sometimes if I don't pre-exhaust the glute, then I don't get that same feeling of the hamstring being worked in that hyperextension. So I like to start off with the glute variety, and then I swap back to the hamstring after it's exhausted. And then we finished up here with a seated hamstring curl, bilateral, and I'm actually really starting to like the way my hamstrings are looking. I'm starting to be able to see both the biceps femoris muscles with the leanness that we got going on now. So that's kind of nice to see. It's been a while since we've been this lean, so it's nice to see that I got a little bit of muscle under there. But I'm going to cut out now. Thanks for being here, guys. If you haven't liked, subscribed, do that for me. I really appreciate it. If you guys have been joining me along the ride for this process, it's been super fun. Shoot me some comments, questions, concerns, or just whatever. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. This video is just about done. And as always, stay hungry, big dogs.